Alright, so what is the financial impact of the United States entering Venezuela? How will this affect stock market and global currencies? Let's talk about it briefly by using two historical examples as well. For those of us who are a bit older, this is absolutely nothing new. Back in the day, there was a man named Saddam Hussein who traded Iraqi oil in euros rather than dollars. And the American justice and liberation was swift after that. There was another Middle Eastern man named Gaddafi who wanted to trade oil in his own gold-backed currency. American justice and liberation was quick after that. And they had a leader named Maduro. He wanted to join BRICS. He wanted to develop a own payment network within those and to trade oil in basically every other currency than American dollars. American justice and democracy was swift. So we see this when countries try to trade oil in other currencies than dollars. This is very bad for the American dollar. The dollar is the world's global reserve currency, and it can only be the global world reserve currency if oil, which everybody needs, is only traded in dollars. So this is important. And we've seen a lot of de-dollarization lately with other nations after seeing the sanctions that America imposed on Russia, have been trying to find alternative ways to do trade to not be as easy to target as Russia was in this case. And this has greatly affected the American dollar. We can see on a yearly chart compared to the Swedish krona, which is the currency in my home country of Sweden, we can see that the dollar has weakened 17.51% on a yearly basis. And the exorbitant privilege of having the American dollar, as the French economists say, is to have purchasing power roughly 20% greater than they already would normally have. And they also have the opportunity to export inflation to the rest of the world. Should America choose to print a ton of more dollars, well, we all buy these dollars, trade with these dollars for oil. So other countries outside of the US, we also saw great inflation when America printed a ton of money after the pandemic. So those are some of the privileges that in this case will be protected by America entering Venezuela. So not only is it sending the Venezuelan stock market soaring because private business, and it's more possible for them now to earn money than it was in the past, with this more focus on capitalism. Capitalism is great for the stock market, protecting private property, all of that. America is truly great in that aspect with protecting private property. That's why all of the money is flowing into America in terms of investment. You see my portfolio. I put most of my money into the US. This is not by chance. I know it's protected there. It won't be nationalized like some other countries that I could invest in rather than that. So in terms of America, the American stock market, I predict that it's likely that the dollar will strengthen from here. They will be able to take these oil reserves in Venezuela, get them up and running, and just have all of that being traded in dollars, once again creating great demand from other countries for dollars and reverse this slide that the dollar has been on for quite some time. So a strategic move. Venezuela, oil rich, they have a lot of natural resources. We're not going to see America bring freedom and democracy to, North Korea, also a communist country, but they don't have any resources. So just from a financial perspective, this is likely to increase the value of the dollar. And for those of us who are based in other countries who do not have the dollar as the home currency, well, it will increase the local value of our portfolios as a result of this move to enter Venezuela. That will be the single greatest impact in my prediction. Stronger dollar, the value will go up. If you get your salary here in euros or krona or whatever it might be, you buy American companies, all right, you have the double effect. You have the currency risk as well, because American stocks traded in dollars, obviously. You have a stock, it goes from $17 to $18, but the dollar strengthens 20%. So not only do you have the percentage gain of going from $17 to $18, just pure appreciation, but you also have the currency gain in this case. And it's been a rough impact for people who have other home currency than the dollar for the latest year because of this slide in the value of the dollar. But once again, by entering Venezuela, by taking control of the oil, by ensuring that the oil is traded in dollars, then my prediction is that this slide will start to reverse now. That's been it for this video covering the financial impact of America entering Venezuela. And as always, hope you guys make a ton of money, whatever investments you decide to make. Take care now. Bye bye.